What is going on, Governors? Chisgule here, and today we're going to give you highlights from day one of KvK Pass 4 opening. Cities were rallied, and then we're going to go over patch notes because patch notes were just dropped. That's going to be very exciting. We've got a ton of awesome stuff in this video, so if you like Rise of Kingdoms content, you should like and subscribe. We're a sponsored creator, and let's kick this thing off. War, chaos, mayhem. That's what you're about to watch in this summary of day one activities from KvK. This is footage that we record. We live streamed for like 4+ hours. It was nuts. You're watching now a single rally on a city that became attackable. I like to call cities like this a loot pinata. They got tons of goodies, and we're here to relieve them of all those goodies. Crushing open that pinata to get the resources. You can see I'm in the rally, and I've got an army also hitting the city. They used a peace shield, but too late. Resources taken. Groggy, the rally leader here, launching his rally with Edward and Tamaris, very powerful combination for hitting a city. We also had an army of siege units using Hannibal Barca and Freddy to get some of those goodies, which we did go and collect. Hooray, siege units. I don't know. Seems to me like a really good use for those siege units. Now, overall, our day one was action-packed and exciting, but in general, we sort of steamrolled the zone. The folks to the north of us very smartly deciding we're not going to take a 2-on-1 fight. Now, you're seeing on the screen resources from a city that our allies in Kingdom 42 ended up hitting and zeroing. That's right, billions of resources you're watching get plundered right now on your screen at 2x speed. There's a tanking rally, and then boom, everybody's gonna swarm in to get those goodies. You saw the screenshot before. You can go back and pause it if you want to see again exactly how many resources are there, but you're about to see the screenshot after, with nothing left in the city. What is KvK if not an opportunity to go yoink other people's resources? Look, let me tell you how you can protect yourself here. It's really simple, and you need to do this. Step 1, if you have War Frenzy, you can't Peace Shield. Step 2, if a rally is hitting your city, you can't teleport. So don't have both of those things fall into play at the same time such that you can't teleport and you can't Peace Shield. You need to be able to do one or the other, or you might just get wrecked. Now, if you're going to go offline, for the love of all that's holy, use a peace shield, and don't cheap out with an 8-hour peace shield. Use a 24-hour peace shield. What are you saving for? That's penny wise and pound foolish. Save your city. Make no assumptions about what territory will or will not be yours. Protect yourself from getting zeroed. Don't let this be you. Don't let this be you. Now, there was one other city that didn't follow those rules. They were the first victim of not understanding the rules of engagement. This happened in our live stream. You'll have to check it out. We killed 1.4 million troops in a single rally with Attila and Takeda. It was sick. Check that out. We had just a crazy time doing it. We couldn't believe they were taking the rally, and they did nothing. They got wrecked because they couldn't teleport. They couldn't Peace Shield. Here we are, 0 resources left. Now we've got that double rally that you saw at the start of the video on a player's city. This player does have Charles Martel and Yi Song-Ye doing serious work with AoE. They've got the Duke title for the 5% extra defense, and there are 2 rallies hitting at the same time. Now, in this particular instance, you're going to watch a little achievement pop up, so be on the lookout for an achievement about to show up in the bottom right for stealing an unbelievable amount of resources in a single go. We used Hannibal Barca with Cleopatra to steal 20+ million resources with a single attack. Boom! There it was. Hope you didn't blink. Hope you didn't blink. Don't worry. If you did, we've got a report. We'll be able to show it to you. Hat tip to Groggy, master of resource thievery, who tipped me off to the fact that really we should be using Cleopatra for this sweet operation to get max value. And you're welcome. that could have been a video in and of itself. Like and subscribe if you're enjoying this, because there's so much more we need to do. At the tail end of these reports, we're going to switch over to showing you the patch notes and what's going on there. So please do like and subscribe if you're finding this fun at all. This particular player was getting fed resources from their alliance members and then healing back up. We played around with them a little bit, practiced a couple rally combinations, tested out some stuff, you know, played with our food, and then moved on. In fairness, though, they killed kind of an unbelievable number of troops, and they did really play the value game well. We did not. And, you know, we got a lot of players that came for war, and they're really eager to just hit anybody, somebody. So, we had fun. They had fun. Let's go review patch notes. All right, it's patch note time. We've got, over here, Light and Darkness, which seems pretty cool for an update. Let's get right into this upcoming patch, which is going live 1/7, 6 UTC. Reminder, Guardians will all respawn, so kill the Guardians, then kill them again when they respawn at the conclusion of the update. All new Season of Conquest for the Lost Kingdom Light and Darkness. Now this is interesting, a 4v4 zone you can teleport to. This looks like a new view of a screen we've already got with Twilight and Past Glory and the Honor Roll. So this looks pretty cool. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here, but I'm eager to learn more. When light and darkness intertwine, the gate to conflict and war shall open. I mean, we are building a warrior kingdom, so that sounds like the thing we're looking for. A brand new play mode coming to the Lost Kingdom. Kingdoms that have gone through the Lost Kingdom Seasons 1 and 2 will be eligible for first play mode of a new season of Conquest Light and Darkness on a brand new map. Now, new map is cool. We are definitely looking forward to a map that is different than the current map we have for KvK. You know I'm not a fan of corner kingdoms. Let's continue on. Kingdoms can team up with each other and compete in this seriously epic 4v4. Okay, it's a 4v4, that's cool. That doesn't guarantee it's balanced, but at least the numbers are sort of balanced in terms of number of kingdoms. Will light expunge darkness from our world? Very dramatic. Or will darkness devour all that is light? I don't know, maybe there's benefits for being light or dark. Like maybe if you're light, you're very tanky and healthy, and maybe if you're dark, you do lots of extra like attack and extra damage bonuses. Who knows? Brace yourselves for action-packed battles that will keep you on the edge of your seats. Well, I'm already on the edge of my seat waiting to figure out how exactly that will work, and when we have that, we'll let you know. New conquests, barbarian camps, and barbarian keeps. I mean, if y'all like slaying Calvins, then this is for you. Are gradually going to open up to all kingdoms after a week. If we get a look at the screenshot, we can zoom in. You can see in the upper left portion that all players will be bumped up to 290 million power. Just kidding. Just kidding. We can dream though, right? We all can dream. Although look at those resources. That's no loot pinata. That's no loot pinata. So what do we see here? We see the same character in here that looks like Ceroli from the Ceroli Assault. We see here, and I can even point directly at it, some barbarians of a certain level. And we see far into the screen, the way I'm pointing, a skull icon that might be some sort of boss. I don't know what's going on in this zone. We only see one march from the player. Maybe that's representative, maybe it isn't. But it does look like those parts of the map that were like empty areas that didn't spawn resources might finally have a use for this event. It's almost like they planned for this. Okay, let's go back to the patch notes. We'll close out of that. Zoom out a little bit here. 2 powerful barbarian chieftains and their followers have invaded our land. They've set up camp in strategic positions surrounded by dangerous terrain and have built arrow towers that shoot incredible distances. Get sniped. These barbarians will actively attack. Actively attack any invader. So today, barbarians are really passive. Like, I could be standing here and the barbarian could be standing here and I'd be like, sup, and they'd be like, sup, but you go into here and boom, they shoot you with arrows. So that's cool. The upside of all this, they happen to carry with them. Loads of precious rare equipment. Oh yeah. Take arms, warriors. It's time to defend our land. All your barbarians belong to me. I'm going to kill the heck out of those and get a ton of equipment. But there's more. These patch notes are crazy. Ark of Osiris skill system will go live right after the update. Skill system? Skill system? In Ark of Osiris, Alliance leaders and titled officers can set up skills by tapping on skill icons in the management panel. Upper management can manage the skills. Using a skill requires energy bars, and each skill has their own cooldown. Some are so strong that you can use them a total of once per match. Okay, so like an ultimate ability. Each alliance can equip up to 6 different skills per match. Yes, I know I did those out of order. It's fine. Both sides gain energy points as the match goes on, and once enough energy points have been accumulated, the alliance gets an energy bar. Alliances that suffer heavy troop losses will get a boost to their energy points. 2 thumbs up. Comeback mechanic. I like that. Sort of. I mean, like, we'll see how that actually works out. It could be that you, like, wreck the enemy. You're, like, you know, swarming their stuff, but you technically had a lot of losses, so you get an energy surge, which rewards even heavier the alliance that can wreck other alliances because they're overpowered. Whatever. The skill effects of running charge, war drums, and mystical formation are removed immediately upon entering a stronghold. Well, we'll have to see what those are. And a stronghold is presumably any structure in Ark of Osiris. Only alliance leaders and title officers can use these skills. Use wisely, as a skill that is expertly timed can turn the tide of battle in your favor. I mean, this sounds like a magnificent extra layer of complexity here. 15 powerful skills are going to be added. That sounds fantastic. Spend bars on tear down to dismantle the important structure, or valiant stand to hold your ground. I mean, what sorts of skills would I put into a game like this? I would put something for march speed. I would put something for attack or defense, which we can see up here for strongholds specifically. I would potentially put something for... We gotta actually put some thought into this. Maybe some teleports. Like, boom, you just get some extra teleports. Oh, I don't love that one. I don't know. I'm actually really excited to see what they came up with for 15 different powerful skills. Lost Kingdom optimizations. It just gets better and better. There's so much happening right now. Eve of the Crusade, Stage 1 governors can now trade with other scraps of parchment that they already own. This is amazing. You can trade with other players. So you know how you get to the end of Eve of the Crusade Stage 1 where you're getting those pieces of parchment and you have like 35 of this one parchment and 0 of another? Well, now you can trade for what you want. Does that sound like a pain in the butt? Yes, it does. Do I wish that it just balanced itself out instead of making me work? Yes. But at the same time, do I appreciate that I now have a way to get stuff in a way that I didn't before, and it requires interaction with your alliance members, which seems like a good thing? I think this is a win. Past Glory Stage 3, after the Crusade Fortress is rebuilt, governors can now continue to donate sculptures. Hallelujah. You know how you used to have to like set your alarms that you'd have to get up at like 4 in the morning so that when your Crusader Fortress hit Stage 3, you didn't miss it, so you get all the goodies? Now you don't have to do that, and that's even live right now. We're experiencing that, where we can still turn in our sculptures, and we can show you that. Gosh, I forgot to mention that at the start of the video. We got to show you the Stage 3. We did Stage 3, y'all. That happened. This is so exciting. I gotta drink caffeine. Okay, there's more to do. Improvements to the Ark of Osiris. Man, we just talked about improvements to Ark of Osiris. There's more? But wait, there's more. Governors who leave the Ark of Osiris midway will no longer have their points reset to 0. All right, I don't think I ever had my points reset to 0. When Ark of Osiris is going on, governors who go offline for more than 5 minutes will be forcefully removed from the match. Get out of here. What are you doing in my Ark match when you're going offline? GTFO. After exiting a match, you cannot join the battlefield again for another hour. Okay, wrecked. And after picking up the Ark of Osiris within 15 minutes, if your opponent did not manage to steal away the Ark, and you also did not complete the escort, then the Ark of Osiris will disappear automatically. After some time, the Ark will spawn again in the center of the battleground. So this is really cool. Because you see, the strategy before was kind of counter to the design of the game mode, which is that you could take the Ark, bring it to safety on your side, and just protect it, and they couldn't possibly take it if you put it by your main cities. And it prevented the Ark from being contestable for the rest of the game, which means if you think you got a better structure game than everybody else, you get that Ark once, you hold it, and then they can't capitalize on the fact that they got a better Ark game. So I think that's actually really great that after 15 minutes, it's going to make it so that you have it reset, it looks like, back to the center perhaps. I like that. I like that a lot, and we'll see how it plays out. I think that amount of time might need some tuning, but we'll see. We'll see. Other changes. Lucerne Scrolls now grants rewards at level 80 plus. Okay, more levels of Lucerne Scrolls doesn't necessarily seem bad to me. I think that's what that means, more levels. The thing about Lucerne Scrolls is that, like, we got to level 80 with, like, 20 days to spare, so I don't know. Would have been cool if that would have counted for something. Improved calculations in the Sunset Canyon. My math has improved. Governors who are ranked closer to the top will now lose points in full when defeated. Ooh, comeback mechanic. Comeback mechanic for players that are lower. They're no longer protected by losing only half their points. That's cool. Alliance leaders, titled officers, and defense captains can now all appoint other governors inside Alliance structures as the new defense captain. It's so awful. It is so awful to have the wrong captain and no one online that can change it. The more you give people the opportunity to fix the captain issue without making it so that anybody can go in and wreck your captains by picking the wrong one, I think the better. But look at this! Dude, this patch is amazing! Made a small adjustment to the legendary accessory Skolas's Lucky Coin. Its damage absorption has increased from 300 to 500. We made it 2/3 better. So I love small adjustments like that to gear that I plan to make. Woo, baby. So that Lucky Coin from the Lost Kingdom Season 3 just got shinier. Yup, seems good. And, that thing we wanted for so long. This patch, troop save slots increased to 15. Yes, please. I don't know exactly how it's going to work. We're going to see if we can get this video to show us a little something. I mean, it looks like there's going to be color-coded presets over there. I don't know. That seems fantastic to me. Adjusted the volume of all music and sound effects. I don't have that all turned off anyways. Scouting reports can now be shared with other channels outside of the Kingdom channel. I think that's awesome. Alliance markers that are in use along with their users will now be displayed. Okay. If you leave an alliance during the Shadow Legion invasion, your alliance credits will be reset to 0. I thought that was already the case. Improved the chat system. Now governors will not lose their chat history when switching devices. Yes! I switch devices a million times a day. I'm like, I'm on my iPad recording. I'm on my iPhone. I'm out in the world. And like I lose all these messages. This is fantastic. What do we think about this update? What do I think about this update? I mean, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Rise of Kingdoms is getting better. We're pumped about this direction. I don't know what they're going to come up with next, but if they do more stuff like this, massive quality of life improvements, new game modes that sound competitive and related to war, making Ark of Osiris more strategically deep, and better ways to get equipment, I am 10 out of 10 in on this plan. Thanks for this upcoming patch. We'll cover the details in full when this becomes available. My gosh, this is exciting. And there's more that we wanted to show you. There's more that we wanted to show you if we jump into Past Glory, Stage 3. You can see today that I can still turn in these things for honor points, even though stage 3 is technically completed already, and I can trade in for goodies. Now, we didn't make a separate video about stage 3, so if we just talk about this very briefly, you turn in sculptures you didn't need, and just be careful you don't turn in sculptures you do need, including 1 point for green, 2 points for blue, 5 points for epic, and 50 points for legendary. Let me just deselect that for a moment so I don't actually turn in one of those sculptures. Yeah, you get a lot of coins that you can then use for 20 legendary commander heads, some gold stars, some gold keys, speed ups, resources, experience. Heck, you can even get arrows of resistance, epic universal sculptures and stars. This event is amazing. I love that they made it so it's not this like mad rush to finish the phase and to be online when it happens, otherwise you lose the rewards. Concluding that, you get to pick the territory color of your kingdom. We went with blue, which is a color we've used at least once in the past in Season 1. It's pretty exciting, and if we just zoom out to wrap things up with the KvK portion of this conversation, here is what our first zone looks like. Our allies are in purple, and we are in blue. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you did, please do like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me as a content creator. And until next time, you have fun smashing the kingdom.